Hi, I'm Donna Dewberry, the original creator of the FolkArt one-stroke painting technique. Welcome to the Let's Paint Studio right here at Plaid. Learning to paint has never been as easy as when I teach you how to load a brush with multiple colors where you can blend, shade, and highlight with one stroke of the brush. Our new program with Let's Paint FolkArt One Stroke this year is going to be all about learning how to paint 50 different types of flowers. And as you can imagine, 50 flowers makes the possibility endless to be able to paint floral designs. I'm thrilled that you've chosen to join me on this one-stroke journey. So let's paint. In this lesson, we're doing a Calla lily. We're using a reusable teaching guide to do our practicing on, and we also have the FolkArt multi-surface paints and the one-stroke brushes. So with the paints, I wanted to share with you that we have yellow ochre, moon yellow, wicker white, citrus green, and sap green. And our brushes are a 3/4 flat, one-stroke brush, and a 12 flat. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a taller painting, and we're going to start off right here with practicing the big Calla lily. And lots of people do these even small on fingernails, so it's fun to show you that we can do it with big brushes easier. So we're going to go back and forth, back and forth. This is in our double loader. We're pushing hard to get this 3/4 inch brush with hard and fast. See that pressure and fast? And so it's working the paint up in the brush. Then we're going to pick up some wicker white and work it on the moon yellow edge. And so we have a really light edge and a dark edge. Okay, so right there, as you stroke it to see if it's got the color we want it to be. All right, so the first stroke that we're going to do is do the trumpet part of this flower. So there's number one. It's going to tell you all the instructions and brushes and colors. So that helps you besides just my lesson here. So we're going to do one. Now I'm going to come right here, make sure I have plenty of white. We're going to come to a point here and do push, 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 stand up, and roll up on the chisel. All right, we're going to do that a few times so it'll be easy for you to catch it. A little bit more white. You need the white to be really good for this to show well. And the last stroke that we do, we come here on the chisel, lay the brush to the side with pressure, and then stand up, and slide down. Okay, so let's do this again. We have the trumpet base all the way down here. Now make sure you have good white on here. Now because we're going to come up here to a point, put pressure. You need pressure to fill in the middle there, and then you stand up. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit more of our color here. And we're going to come on this side. So we start on the chisel. We lay the pressure to the left. Then we stand up on the chisel and come right down in the middle. All right. So I just want to make sure that we see this color right here when we come down and this color when you come down are real important to get that finished look. Now, what we're going to do on the other side here is this one's going to be, the profile is going to be leaning, all right? So the first thing I do besides the trumpet part is we want it over here. So we're going to lay that brush this way, put pressure, pressure, and then stand up, and look on the chisel, we pull it down. All right, a little bit more white. So now the last stroke is up on the chisel. All right, I'm going to lay it down and stand up. We lost that color there. Back and forth. All right, chisel, lay, chisel. Because this is going to be the front side, we're not going to lay it exactly like we did the other one. Okay, this flower. All right, and then all we're going to do for the stamen of this flower is use the yellow ochre to start with. And we're going to tap, tap, tap up to get that look that we want. Tap, 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 tap. And I like to put a little bit of yellow or white in it to get that stamen in the middle. All right. So we're going to use a baby wipe or a wet paper towel. And we're going to take all this off so you don't want it to sit too long. It starts drying. And our paint's made multi-surfaces for all kinds of surfaces, indoor and outdoor. And one of the things that's wonderful about it is it has a sealer in it, which will make it stick to this reusable teaching guide. So make sure that you wipe those as you go. Okay. Now let's go and paint a couple of those on here. Okay, so now what we want to do is pick up fresh paint. So I have moon yellow, yellow ochre. Then I'm going to pick up white on the corner only of the moon yellow and work it in. So then every time we need a fresh stroke, make sure you get fresh white. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is the tall one because it's easier to lay this out. So we're going to come here and do a cup or the trumpet of this flower. All right, and then the second stroke is we're going to come right here, have this right here next to you, and you'll be able to get this easy because you can be looking at that. I chisel down, pressure, pressure, stand up, and roll that right into the middle. And so you almost lose your white when you were there, so we definitely want to pick up more white. All right, and we don't need floating medium if you have enough paint on this brush. All right, so we're going to chisel here. This is a chisel. Chisel here, lay the brush down, pressure, pressure. Now stand up and roll that brush right across there. See how easy that is? And it's pretty too, right? All right, so what you can do is come here and touch that up a little bit because I have a little spot there. All right, now let's do the little bit of a tricky one where it's the profile's different. All right, so we're going to put this stroke in there again, the trumpet. All right, we're going to come out here and lean it. Okay, so I'm leaning this out here. I'm going to pressure and I'm going to lean this in. Okay, now this one that goes on front, well, I'm telling you, make sure you practice it and then it'll be more comfortable for you. All right, so we're going to be right up here. All right, so I'm going to come with a point and then I put pressure here. But then you got to roll this all the way over. There you go. So it looks like it's tilted. A lot of them have that look when you see them. All right, so I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. And just remember, you can come right along here with some white and lay it back in there. Okay? So now let's go figure out the green. We can tap the center after that dries a little bit, or a little calyx there, stamen. All right, so we're still going to use a 3/4 for these green strokes. So the 3/4 flat, we're going to double load. See how I split the brush on the double loader? And then I come here and work it in. Okay. Back and forth really quick. Get more paint and then work it in. Okay, so see where it is on the brush. All right, so you want to make sure you got the right color. Looks pretty good. And then we're going to stroke one. We start here and we slide up. And then we can turn this over, guys, and come this way. And this is right-handed. All you do is reverse what I'm doing if you're left-handed. All right, so whatever's comfortable for you to do that stroke is how you lay this, whether it's upside down or the other side here. Push, pressure, and come to a chisel. And then all you do with the chisel is you're going to come in the middle and make the stem. Okay, so be sure to wipe this off, and then we're going to go add this to our project. Okay. Now what's going to happen on here is that we're going to grab right here at the bottom. Let's put the dark sap green right there. All right. It's a little thick there, and then it pulls down. All right. And same thing here. It's not a nice size stalk because of the nice flower. Okay, see my little fingers helping me? All right, so let's get this leaf in here. All right, it's a long, slender leaf. Okay, take out paint again. See, it's right in that track there. And now I'm going to take the dark green up the center and out here on the side. We're going to come right to the point. And it even looks like it's already got a stem in it, see? Now, you can also take citrus and sap and pick up some white. Okay? Now we're going to come up here. All right, now we're going to do the same kind of stroke that we did there. We chisel, pressure, and you can roll the leaf up. There we go. All right, so now let's do the center. All right, so the center, all I'm doing is I'm getting on the tip, the chisel edge, I'm going to come right here and tap. Now that's not showing because it's got so much yellow ochre there, so let's just tap some moon yellow. It depends on how much yellow ochre is in the middle. And we're going to do the same thing over here, and this stamen's going to be at an angle. Okay? Sometimes it's so you go straight up from the base. Okay, so I need a little white, and we're done. Be sure you're looking at your reusable teaching guide to make sure that we're getting that color we want. And I'm tapping that, okay? Okay, there we go. I had so much fun today sharing how easy it is to paint these flowers. They turned out gorgeous. Remember, practicing on the reusable teaching guides right over my strokes gives you so much painting confidence. Thank you for joining me here in the studio. And remember, we just learned one more of the flowers from the A to Z one-stroke floral painting sets. And I would love for you to take pictures and share them on our Let's Paint with Plaid Facebook group by hashtagging Let's Paint Challenge. Come on, everybody, let's paint.